Hey lovelies, Ingrid Anna here. I wanted to do a quick little video. I'm about to go and get sugar-free chocolate made with xylitol because I'm craving, and I have some space in my calendar. I taught hey Neve, I saw your comment before about the energies. There has been some deep full-on energies, and if you're feeling a bit blah and funky, have no fear, it will pass. We are being called to rise. We're being called, hey, gorgeous, release the shiz, release the darkness. Hey, yum, I can't wait. I am absolutely craving. So sugar-free chocolate, I found this chocolate in Australia made with xylitol. So I'm off to get some, and then I'm going to come home and have a massage, and all sorts of different things are happening for me at the moment. Lots of interesting shifts and changes, and I could feel that heaviness as well, or that sort of dark energy. And what I really believe is it's going. We're ascending, we're rising up. If you could imagine a beautiful blossoming flower, and or it's kind of almost like a phoenix rising actually. So there's a lot of burning. There's burning and burning and burning and burning and releasing and releasing and releasing. And we're rising and we're rising, and I feel this is like we're on the precipice of just huge change. So get lots of sleep, lots of rest, lots of gentleness. And I've just noticed with my own energy, I can't sit at my desk like I used to for hours on end. Yes, it can feel quite like that. Just breathe deep and just, if you fully trusted that this was really for your highest, what is it that you need to release? Where is that? And that's really part of the video today. It's like, where's the force, the push, the burn? I've done that in my career. I've done that a lot in my life. I have these immigrant parents, and they're really beautiful people. They're successful people in life to some degree, but in others, it's like this force. It's that fight, flight. It's that panicky kind of energy. And I think I spent most of my adult life and my childhood in that kind of panicky energy, and it's not how I want to live. It's completely destructive. It literally slows down your metabolism, your immunity will get screwed out, and if you keep burning and burning and burning with that level of kind of fight, flight, that kind of fear-based consciousness, most people aren't even aware they're doing it. You are going to exhaust yourself like terribly, to the point of, that's why so many people today, I think, suffer from chronic fatigue. I think it's 80% of Americans suffer from some form of chronic fatigue. For my own experience, for me, it was like a lot of deep unresolved patterns and belief systems. Most of all, they weren't even mine. I'd kind of pick them up. And so I picked them up. It's almost like having a poltergeist, like you're living with someone else's energy field and story and karma and drama, and you take it on without realizing it, usually as a child. And then you get to your adult life and you think, well, what's happening here? And you're probably not completely aware that there's been all this patterning and programming that when you're a child, you can't really control. You're not even really aware of what's going on. And then you have to pick up the pieces in your adult life to really change your destiny and make sure that you break those patterns that really aren't healthy. So my message today was really to just reach out to send you so much love. Love. And to just do a little gentle internal inquiry about where you may be pushing in force, in panic. I get it. I live most of my life in fight and flight and panic. And what are the shifts and the changes? What are the belief systems? What is the energy that you need to start to embody? Hey, Haley. Hey, Anastasia. What do you need to emit and feel into in order to really shift that? So often when we're in fight and flight or fear, there's a level of distrust of life, ourselves, maybe the people around us. I think I used to think the people that I loved the most in my childhood mostly had betrayed me the most. So there was a lot of distrust, I think, within myself, life, then the people that I would attract because of that kind of repetitive pattern that I'd got from the indoctrination and that experience in my life. But you can change that. You can radically change that very quickly when you have the awareness and you decide to break that pattern. You have to have the awareness, obviously, to be able to break it. So wherever there's force, wherever there's pushing, wherever there's that feeling of burnout, exhaustion, fear, look at it and really ask yourself, what's going on here? What is the belief that is creating this, and then really work diligently and lovingly and patiently to gently release that. It doesn't have to be difficult. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be this big dark night of the soul. It can be a really beautiful, loving evolution and healing. And the biggest way that I know how to make it loving is to be kind, to be forgiving of self, to be gentle with the process rather than expecting, like sort of forcing or panicking. I see so many. What belief is creating this? Is you can look at every area, like whether it's your money story, whether it's your relationship with your husband, your partner, your clients. If you're seeing repetitive patterns, for example, someone's energy field just came on here and I'm tuning in. Anyway, you know, that she won't have intimacy, that she won't be loved, that in some level, if she's having problems, this person with her in her marriage, there's probably these beliefs of I'm not supported, I have to fight for what I want, I'm not loved in the way, I'll never be loved in the way that I desire to be loved. There's a million beliefs that we carry that then create our reality. And so if you shifted that, if that wasn't true, and you actually had a different perspective, which would be, I'm deeply loved and respected and supported in my marriage and in my business. I attract the most incredibly divine, respectful, loving, heart-based people. How does that feel? If that was your reality, how does that feel? Right? So often when we change our own equilibrium and our own energy field and our own relationship with self, our vibration shifts, and it allows the relationships and the experience that we're having on the exterior, in the physical world, it's also energy, but it's also showing up physically in the physical world, to change and shift, right? Yes, like breathing. Anyway, I'm going to go and drive, get out of here. I've got literally scaffolding around my house. We're painting. It's my husband's birthday next week, his 40th. And we've got a whole lot of family and friends coming into town. I've ordered all this food and some catering, and I did a 3-hour class with my students yesterday in High End Empire. We have a mastermind as well, and 3 hours. Oh my gosh, it was intense. It was great. I've got more training to do tomorrow, and I was just looking at all my outgoings as well. I was laughing at how different my life is and how my expenses, or what I'm spending on my VAs and my assistants, my project managers and my ad budget. And it's interesting. It's quite a profound shift and change over the last few years, just looking at lots of money and expenditure, but lots of ability then to, like, we're doing well, we're growing our business, we're building an empire, getting ready for a lot of interesting things that we're doing next year. And that was really interesting, just to look at all of that and think, wow, what a shift. Not just like, what we're making, but what we're spending and how we're bringing in other people and changing other people's lives, and building our team, and they're making more money. We've got a whole big sales force, which is amazing, because we don't have that time, and we're scaling at the moment, so we need all these different people. But in doing that, that's wonderful, and I can pay it forward and bring, make sure that we pass on the success that we're having onto other people. But we also need them, because they're becoming a really important part of our business to support the growth, and therefore then I don't burn out. So myself, I'm working on being more deeply supported. Like, I'm so supported. So we're spending more on our team and ads, and I used to make like times 3 or 4 times. Like, that's not my living expenses. That's not anything. That's just what we're spending on our team and our ad money and whatnot. It's exciting. So beautiful. I just bought my VA in Asia. She didn't have a phone at all. She was sharing her phone with her mother. So she's only been with us for about a month and a half, but we really love her and her work, and we just bought her a phone, and that was nice. And now I'm looking at other charities and things that we can give back to, and just do so much more now with this business in terms of really supporting communities and doing other really sacred work. So it's a big journey, and it's worth it. It's so worth it. Anyway, guys, a million blessings.